2024. So there is December time, which we went on leave, but I came back on the 3rd of January. That period is the period when, after the Gazette was issued. So during December time was the capturing of the nominations. I did not take any leave except that period of December, which I came back, I think, on the 3rd.
Thank you, Chair. I'm fine.
Thank you. Even if you're saying you're not fine, your time was done. So, just one or two questions, and then I'll come back to you. Just one or two questions. Honorable Souls wants to ask a question after the time has expired. So allow us to ask first, Honorable Souls. Latenguban, you are an employee of the department. Earlier on in the meeting, I indicated that I received an apology from Ms. Rulani Ngwenya, who indicated that you guys in the department had received an email from the Director General's office indicating that, one, the meeting was postponed, two, I don't know what happened. So do you have this email from the Director General's office that confirms the claims by Ms. Rulani Ngwenya?
I did receive the email, but I think it is important for its content to be read for the committee.
Yeah.
I have about 4 emails. I'll read all of them.
On this specific day? Okay, let's hear.
The first email is dated 15 July 2025. Dear Senior Managers, please note that the Office of the Honorable Minister has forwarded an apology and they will not be attending the Portfolio Committee on Friday. Therefore, we are not required to support the Minister. Respectfully, full stop. The second email.
So this email comes from where?
Oh, sorry. It comes from the Chief Director in the Office of the Director General.
Okay.
The second one, dear Senior Manager, this one is dated 15 July, okay. Dear Senior Managers, may you please be on standby as the Portfolio Committee has requested our Honorable Minister to reconsider her apology of not attending the session. Senior Managers will be informed accordingly following the Honorable Minister's response to the Portfolio Committee. I hope you find that in order. Respectfully. Full stop. That is the second one.
From the
same person.
I'll give it to you.
The third email on the 17th of July, 2025. Dear Senior Managers, the Office of the DG wishes that Senior Managers use their discretion to the situation we are finding ourselves in. Please note that the Portfolio Committee has not accepted the Honorable Minister's apology of not being able to attend the Portfolio Committee. They have requested the Honorable Minister to reconsider it, as they deem her appearance more important. The Office of the DG is still waiting for guidance. The Office of the DG is still waiting for guidance from Ministry. Please note that the Portfolio Committee has followed up this morning regarding the presentation for tomorrow. In that regard, I've requested the parliamentary liaison officers in the Office of the DG to engage with the parliamentary liaison officer in the Office of the Honorable Minister. Noting the request, it looks like the meeting is sitting tomorrow. May I humbly request the Senior Managers to make travel arrangements for any eventuality. I hope you find the above in order, respectfully. Then the last email.
What time was that one? The one we've just read?
12:31.
Okay.
Oh, the second last, not the last one. This one, 1458. Dear Senior Managers, Please note that it has come to the attention of the DG's office that you had received personal invitation to appear before Parliament. Therefore, the process that the office of the DG was coordinating was the normal process of supporting the Honorable Minister. Please note that you are individually liable to honor your invitation. Kind regards.
What time was that?
1458. The next one, 1501. Dear senior managers, please find confirmation that you are expected to attend the portfolio committee tomorrow. This one is directed to myself and Roland Ngwe, DDG. Then the last one, it came last night at 23:15. Dear my esteemed DDG, please note that it has come to the attention of the office of the DG that individuals were invited, and the office of the DG was not copied. The individuals should honor their invitations to the portfolio committee. I hope you find this in order. That one was sent at 23:15. I think it also follows the inquiries which were made by the DDG, Mr. Mvalo, and the DDG, Ms. Roland Ngwe, asking as to what should we do. Thank you.
No, thank you very much. Very helpful. So, so on the meeting of the 30th, a question, I know Honorable Low asked it, but I'm asking it different. A question was asked to you that do you know anything about this process of the SETA chairpersons? You were, I think, number 3 in answering that question. And you had said no. Why did you say no?
I did not say no to mislead the committee. I might have misunderstood the question, which I thought it to be asking me about my involvement as a panel member. And in case I misunderstood the question, I would humbly apologize if that was interpreted, if that is how it was interpreted. But I thought the question to be asking me about my role in the process.
Okay. At the time, we did not know that you are a panel member. It's okay. We'll discuss as the committee what we do. I think we've had yourself. So, Advocate Terry, you said you were, so prior to you being approached, Mr. Makasi called you and asked if you are willing to assist in this process. Did you ask in what capacity was he making that inquiry?
Sorry, Chair, you're saying prior to getting the email from the minister? No, I didn't ask, Chair.
Okay. So maybe you thought it's a normal way of the briefing parts that you guys sometimes do as lawyers and advocates.
You'd know, Mr. Makasi has operated in the within the public institutions of government. So I didn't see anything untoward about him saying, would I be willing to assist? Or even asking why is he asking me, or what would be his role? It wasn't an issue.
Okay. Before we close, you had a follow-up, Lonzi, let's start with you. It must be quick, less than a minute, the follow-up.
Yeah, no, it's a follow-up, Chair. Just that my time ended back then and I wanted to be disciplined and stop. So that I'm not removed by bouncers.
Yeah.
Just a last one, Mr. Mabuza. Why didn't you respond to the letter from the minister appointing you to be in the board? Especially because both you and I have established that this has never happened before. It's not. So when you suggest in your letter that you didn't respond because this is your everyday work, you've been doing this since 2011 and all of that, but here is your minister, your employer in bracket, in inverted commas as you put, sending you a letter, appointing you to such an important panel. But not only that, something that you say to us has never happened before.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you respond to that letter?
Sure. Mr. Nguman.
I did not write any acceptance letter. I'm not sure if I acknowledge receipt. I can check that. But I viewed my appointment as part of my normal duties. I did not write any acceptance. That one I can confirm. But because I expected that there will be continuous engagements between the minister's office and myself, and then I expected that I'll be notified, then we'll work.
Okay. Honorable Souls.
Advocate, thank you very much for educating us on the technical difference between lie and mislead. Based on that, I would like to ask now, did the minister mislead the committee when she said that you have been appointed chairperson of the panel and you did not attend the meetings?
Thank you, Chair. Just to repeat again, yes, I did say earlier. Remember, one of the three things that I say happened. One of them was misleading, so I say yes.
Also, she did mislead the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Tate Mutau. I think you've been clear with everything. Tate Mabuza, Ngubane, just quickly, I'm going to say 5 things and I need you to help me understand if my understanding is correct. So you suggested to the ministry that there must be, for the first time, a panel that must be set up instead of the process that was followed in the past, a selection and evaluation process. After that, the minister then appoints you and Advocate Terimutau, but you as chairperson of the panel that you recommended to her that must exist. The minister gives you a letter, she appoints you, but you don't respond to that letter because you think it's normal, because it's part of your duties, which is a new set of things that you recommended to the minister. But then you then process the applications of the SETA boards. And after you process them, you send them directly to the minister, CCing the Director General, and not to the panel.
Thank you.
That you said the minister must appoint. Is this, do I understand correctly?
I think the honorable member does not understand it correctly. I only got the appointment letter appointing me. I was not informed who other panel members are. Secondly, when I was submitting the nominations, I was submitting them on the minister's request. I couldn't send them to any other person.
Ngubane. Mkhize, sorry. Where do I start? Oh,
Yeah, start with the juniors with the senior will sweep. Ntate Ngubane, just for me to be well grounded on the case you're advancing here. I'm asking if by virtue of participation in the process, because you did participate, but by virtue of conducting your own normal duties, we have agreed on that one. So my follow-up question on that one, would you say you had zero influence as to who gets appointed in the end by participating through your normal duties?
Not at all.
No influence.
Not at all.
Thank you.
thank you, Ntate Ngubane.
Yeah, thank you, Chairperson. Advocate Terry Mutau, the meeting of the two gentlemen, Advocate Mr. Luvo Makasi and the other one. Yes, so now. Are you aware that Mr. Luvo Makasi previously in the Department of Water, as well as in the Department of Minerals and Energy, the guy was in charge there, or the guy was the advisor to Minister Nomvula Mokonyane during the war on leaks, and he was on the newspaper about a whole lot of scandal. Are you aware of those articles? And did that came to your mind when you met him, or it didn't at all?
I'm aware of Mr. Makasi's involvement in the water department and the Minister Mokonyane. I'm not aware about the minerals, etc. But it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't an issue at the time. Because you'll recall I said, when someone asks you whether you were prepared to assist the minister with the process, say yes, you're willing to assist, because you know your involvement is guided by ethics. There must be an attorney, I must be told what are the terms of reference. There is going to be an independent panel that's going to be appointed. I'm assuming it's people with different expertise that need to be brought to bear for purposes of appointing this SETA board. So I didn't understand him to be involved post gauging, I think, my appetite to assist the minister. That's not the impression I got. Whether he, maybe put differently, I didn't even get an impression that he was going to be part of the panel. Because when we were talking about the panel, we were talking about independent people that were still to be approached at the time. So it wasn't an alarm, or it didn't raise an alarm. If perhaps I understood the question.
Thanks, Ntate Ngubane. I did make mention of your role and your KPIs of lately, and I was a bit. I did mention it in a way that you should all consciously understand, and as I understand how governance operates. So my question comes that after you've submitted the nominations to the minister, in between that period, were there any technical advice you gave, or was there any request that you could have received from the minister? You never did anything. You just submitted nominations after you said there. You know, I'm asking this, Ntate Ngubane. If indeed, as you said in your letter, this is your competence, you would have known better to say that any conclusion of a process that regarding you should either technical advice or give administrative directive, because you've had more experience compared to any other director. So from the process of submitting nomination, what was your therefore role from there, or you were just not bothered, you just submitted?
Maybe let me indicate that the administrative role that I perform also includes writing the submission for the minister's approval. I did receive the list of the nomination, the list of the 21 names or candidates that needed to be appointed. I did receive those.
Okay.
It's Chief Director, SETA Coordination.
The time is passed now. Let's do this, colleagues. let's thank you, Mr. Nguban and Advocate Matau, for coming. We really appreciate taking time. There was something that I can't remember who asked you the question. Mr. Nguban, when they asked if you think there's a possibility that you will be targeted and fired at work. I can't remember who said it. Desiree. I hope that doesn't happen. We do have sometimes people appearing before the committee, and when they leave here, whether it's at the TVET college, at the university, when they get home, they are being targeted by institutions. I hope that doesn't happen. It's one thing that, as this committee, we are going to fight that mentality where a student leader coming from a specific university comes present before the committee, shows us pictures of where the university is making them sleep. And then when they get back, the university targets the student or a worker who exposes such things. And when they get back, the institution targets them. It's something that we're going to fight with everything we have until we win it. We still have others who believe that they are in charge of the system and they'll use their institutional autonomy to do as they please. But it's something that we'll fight with everything we have. That will include some of the drastic changes that we would want to propose on the Higher Education Act, on the CET Act, on the Skills Development Act, because it can't be business as usual. When we have very learned people, advocate, who use this act to suppress dissent, it can't be. We don't like dissent. We want systems that works, almost automatically to advance the plight of our people. But in order for us to get there, there are certain disruptions in the system that must be exerted, and we're going to do that. So we wish you all the best, colleagues. I know Honorable Zondo wanted us to ask that you come next week. I don't think it will be necessary. I think we've exhausted. You have said what, in essence, at the bottom line of your letters is that you were not, you did not execute any duties as panel members. And I think that's the bottom line that you are giving us. But I want to thank you there. We will give the minister, we are people who believes in the law. The minister was invited. We will invite her. We've sent a letter inviting her to Tuesday. I had applied for Tuesday. The House chairs approved the day for Tuesday. So the meeting will sit on Tuesday. Because we must also give the minister, in law, you call it audi, the right of reply. So she must come and set the record straight. Like I said, I can't read the letter into the record now, but she has written to us. Also, when we asked her to respond on the 25th of June, so we do have a response. So she will come and indicate her side together with we're going to write to the others, Ngwenya, Simane, and Solani. We're going to, and the DG. The DG is in China. I think he should be back by Monday. So there's no problem. He will be here on Tuesday. And the DG will clarify the letters that come from your office, creating confusion on whether we have cancelled our meeting or not. So we will, I'd forgotten to say the acting DG was here on Wednesday. And yesterday afternoon sent us an apology that he can't come because he's got a long-standing commitment. The department, and we'll talk to them on Tuesday, they've got this tendency of creating a crisis, as if we convene the meeting at 9 a.m. on Thursday for Friday. We never do that. We write to them on time. When we convene meetings, normal meetings, we give them a program for the quarter. So they know that on the 19th of August, we are meeting X, Y, and Z. The department will sit and say, and write to us on the 18th of August and say to us, we had a long agreed program. They write to us a day before, when they've had the program in June. So on Tuesday, we'll also speak to them, because that, it just cannot be, because they're creating a problem in the system. On Tuesday, when we met, there was a letter, that anonymous letter we had received from the department, where an employee or somebody who's purported to be an employee of the department indicated to us that she was coerced in being part of the panel, and she refused. And she's afraid that she's going to be fired. I've written to the department. I don't know if they responded. I've written to the DG to clarify that part. So when that meeting sits next week, we will get an answer to that. But thank you very much. I think today, members, you behaved, except very earlier on when Honorable Kaka wanted to speak about, see, when we give you time, speak there, but don't want to, when I give you an opportunity to speak on way forward, you want to bring in your political, it's not going to happen. We're going to run our meetings with discipline and all of that. So we will meet on Tuesday. Want to thank you, members, for sticking to what we asked you to stick to. You have not, I know Honorable Lonzi sometimes, he likes saying that it's my 15 minutes, I can ask him what tie they're wearing. At least today he did not do that. Stuck to the script of asking relevant questions on what was on the table. I think we'll take, like I said, we've concluded earlier on when legal guided us on other matters which we've closed. So we're not going to submit any supplementary, Desiree, any supplementary to or supplementary documents to a political party submission in the ethics committee. You are on your own there. We're still busy with our process this side. We're not going to do a political statement by going to a court just because some deputy minister was fired. That was on a lighter note. But having said, colleagues, want to thank you. Yeah, no. That's my view as well. That if it makes Honorable Khachau to bring back, to bring out Gogozile, maybe let's fire another one. Maybe let's whisper to the president to fire to fire John this time. That was on a lighter note. Members, thank you very much. This meeting is now adjourned. Thanks. We had prepared lunch for you, colleagues. Now, just take lunch.